Hello everyone. Welcome once again to another Power BI dashboard tutorial by Slidescope. In this part we are learning about Telecom Customers Churn Analysis Dashboard. This is a data set which has information of those telecom customers who have stopped using the services. So there are customers who are still using the services and stop using the services. So as per their churn detail, we have total number of customers at risk, total number of tech tickets raised, admin tickets raised, total charges collected, monthly charges, and we have group data by their demographics, by their subscribed services, and by their account information like payment method, whether they opted for paperless billing, type of contracts. So everything will be discussed in this tutorial. So everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by colorstack.net powered by Slidescope. In this part, we are analyzing telecom customer churn prediction data set. So first I will show you what type of dashboard are we talking about. This is customer churn dashboard where you have number of customers at risk, number of tech tickets, admin tickets, yearly charges provided, monthly charges. Most important thing is as per the data set, churned customers by gender, churned customers by seniority, what percentage of them are partners, what percentage of them are dependents, their subscription time, subscribed services, payment method. So we will explain this to you in detail. Here you can see there are bunch of calculated fields, and here also you can see a bunch of calculated fields. So you will also learn the DAX statements behind this type of the type of DAX functions used to calculate these measures or create these measures. Everything we will understand here. This particular data set was obtained from one GitHub resource. So we will explain you first about the data set also. And before that, what is customer churn? Customer churn refers to phenomena where customers or subscribers stop engaging with or doing business with a company or service. So there are multiple reasons why the customers or subscribers stop engaging. So business owners do this type of analysis, and in the telecom industry, customers have numerous service providers to choose from, making it easy for them to switch from one provider to another. And this has led to an annual churn rate of 15 to 25% on an average in a highly competitive market. And this data set is a customer churn data set containing information about around 7,000 customers with the following key features. So obviously in the data set we have these features. It's an Excel file. So we have customer ID, gender, senior citizen, etc. What we have done for student understanding, we have simply grouped them together. So first is customers demographic, where we have customer ID, a unique identifier for each customer, gender, senior citizen indicates whether the customer is a senior. So 1 is equal to yes, 0 is equal to no. And then there are partner and dependents, whether the customer has a partner or dependents. Okay. Then there is tenure, the number of months the customer has stayed with the company. So here you will find tenure, this type of value like tenure. Okay. Phone service, yes or no, whether has this customer has the phone service or not. So then, so in account information, we have that contract, paperless billing, whether the customer uses paperless billing, yes or no, payment method, the payment method used by the customer, services signed up is phone services and multiple lines, whether the customer has phone services and multiple lines. So in the data set, you will find multiple lines, either yes, no, or no phone service. Is this type of values are given here. Okay. Internet service, type of internet service, whether it is a DSL, fiber optic, or none. So when customers buys a phone line, they may also get a internet service obviously from that same phone line, and that is information. Then service such as online security, online backup, device protection, technical support, streaming TV, streaming movies. So whether the customer has signed up for these type of services. So here this is a important uh, column for us, like streaming TV, yes, no, no internet service. Then streaming movies, yes, no, no internet service. So these type of values are there. So these type of values are there. Similarly, you can see the contract type, paperless billing, payment method, etc. Monthly charges, total charges, number of administration tickets, number of tech tickets the customer raised, and then there is churn. You know whether the churn is yes or no. And as we told you, customer churn refers to the phenomena where customer or subscribers stop engaging with or doing business with a company. So from a customer churn analysis perspective, this dataset can be used to identify patterns or factors influencing customer churn. For example, customer with higher churn rates may have specific contract types, high monthly charges, or a lack of certain services like tech support or online security. And senior citizens or customers with shorter tenure could exhibit distinct churn behaviors. Okay, so that's why we are explaining how this dashboard is created, which was got from the data set with on GitHub. So, and this data set is also available on Kaggle. I will provide you the link to download the data set. Now, first, this is a simple analysis. When we start analyzing the data, we start with creating simple cards. So, for example, if you create a card here, and here you want to see, for example, here the customers at risk. Okay, so for customers at risk we have customer ID, and in the filter we can simply use churn is yes. So I will just show you some of them, then you will understand and you can do it yourself also. So when you have a card, you drag a field. So for example, we will drag a field customer ID. Customer ID will tell us count of distinct customers, that is 7043. Okay, but here we also have a variable which is churn, a variable which has either yes or no values, and for that we will simply put churn in filters on this page and select only yes. This way we will get the number. Okay, and what you can do, let's say this is your page background. So in your view you can go and enable some background color for your page, let's say like this. Okay, and then when you are creating a card, so while creating a card you will, when you will click on card, you will have options to format your visual. In your format your visual, you have a category label, so you can disable the category label here, and you have a call out value, which you can reduce its size or increase its size. You can make it bold, and you can also choose its color. In general tab you can go to effect, and you can enable something like visual border or shadow. You can also choose a different type of contrasting background. When you have selected a contrasting background, you have to select a value with a different color. Let's say we are selecting value with this color. Okay, so this is one simple way of creating your uh, card or organizing your card. Now in the card itself we can go and enable some kind of title, and as here in the dataset the title is customers at risk. Okay, so there are two ways of doing the same thing. Let's say we have not disabled the category label. Okay, so in that case you can go to your visual and rename the visual and just call it customers at risk. Okay, and now obviously it is not visible because of its color and all, so we will just use a different type of color for it, make it bold. Okay, so now this is one way of doing the same thing that we have done there. And here you will simply go to general. This is one optional thing when you have enabled the visual border. So you can enable some kind of radius. Okay, so this is customers at risk. This is a simple graph. So you can always take help of the page filters to analyze data like this. Okay, if you have to put various other values, so you can just keep the card like this. Obviously, if you want to put more space here, so you can again go to format visual. Remember, while explaining you, I will click on the visual and I will go to format visual many times. So that you have to keep in mind. Just follow how I am doing it. Here in your padding, okay, you have like 5 pixel top padding, 5 pixel bottom padding. So you can reduce this type of paddings. So then you will have is option to reduce the space. You can also reduce size of your call out value so that you can reduce this space further. This is particularly helpful when you have to put too many KPI details here or simple performance indicators here. Okay, so here in the background, if you will go to customize current theme in page background, you can see what type of colors are used and you can change the color from here as well. So that is your setting. Now when we are creating these type of details, for example headings, so creating a heading is very easy. Obviously now since we have turned on the light background, it is showing data like this. For headings we simply go to insert and we can bring a text box and we can write something like customer churn analysis dashboard. Okay, and you can just increase its size to full width and just try to align it to center. And as per the font size, let's say we want to keep a 16 or 24 pixel font size, we can keep like this. Okay, not sure with churn, and here just make it bold. So this way you can enable your heading, and in your heading if you want to invert colors you can do that. Otherwise you can simply choose your theme color, and here in effects in visual border you can enable a visual border and choose a color, let's say this dark pinkish color, and then you will have your dashboard heading like this. Okay, so this is so this is another way of creating the same thing. Here you can see in your dashboard in general effects, you will see it has a background. So if you want to change the background color to something lighter, you can select that. Okay, so it's your choice. We'll keep a very simple background here. So this is how you can enable your heading. For example, what we have done there, if you enable a white color here, then in the effects you can choose a dark background. So this will simply do the inverse of it. Okay, now I will explain the important part here. Obviously for formatting we have several dedicated videos also. So and I have explained you the little bit of formatting that we have done here, so it will be helpful. So this is customers at risk. For this you just have to use a filter, and in filter use a variable churn to filter this. Then this is number of tech tickets. Okay, for number of tech tickets there is a column called number of tech tickets. Okay, so if you will go, here is you will find a column here, and this is number of tech tickets. So Obviously, in number of tech tickets, you can see values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we will use the sum parameter. Okay, the sum aggregate function to calculate how many total tech tickets are there. Okay, so this is very important. Let me zoom it a little bit for you when I am explaining this. So number of tech tickets, you will use this column and use the sum function. Okay, so similarly as you did here, you will just copy it, and here you will remove, and from here you will just add number of tech tickets, just rename it for as anything, number of tech tickets. uh, since the space is less for here, so let's call it total tech tickets or hashtag tech tickets, whatever you want to say. And here we will use the sum which is default. You can also use average tech tickets by customer, minimum obviously 0, what is the maximum, 9. So you can use those type of visuals also. So this is a simple way where you can just copy your visuals. So just copy visual, paste it by pressing command press V or control V, and then replace this field and include another field. Okay, so this way. The third value that we are receiving is admin tickets. So we also have a column for number of admin tickets. So here you can simply bring number of admin tickets in this field. Okay, and here also we are going to bring the same parameter, that is hashtag admin tickets. This way you can see the total number of admin tickets is 885. Okay, now we will go back to our dashboard, and this is yearly charges received. For yearly charges, we have a dedicated column called total charges. So here we have a column called total charges. This value is in dollars. Okay, so you just have to use some property to create that. So you can easily just copy them and place them side by side, and you can do that. So just copy, paste them side by side, and here we are going to bring total charges. Okay, and since the name is self-sufficient, so we will simply call it total charges. Just put a space. So this way we have customers at risk, number of tech tickets, number of admin tickets, total charges. Okay, now similarly, as you have the total charges field, you also have the monthly charges field. Okay, so for monthly charges field also you can do the same thing. Like from here we will remove total charges, and we can search here also. So number of monthly charges, for this also we are going to use the sum property, because when you have to calculate total values you always use the sum. So I forgot to hit enter, that's why this is total monthly charges. Okay, so now we have our simple card visuals, the indicators that we are using on top, and you can reduce the font size, and resize them further to create more space here. That is up to you what you want to use. And suppose we want to reduce it like this, let's say this is ideal value. So just go to your general setting properties and see its height and width. Okay, so we can see height of different others also. So you can see for all of them it is 85. Let's say we are reducing it further to 68 by reducing the call out value, let's say 220. So when you will do that, you will have properties, and now the height is 68. So let's try home format painter. So we will simply use format painter and apply it here. Okay, format printer, apply it here. So this way you can simply copy your style and then reduce the size. So this is optional, but this way you can simply do that. So this is 68. We will simply write 68. So this will make a space for more visuals. Now, after calculating these values, we can group them in demographics and subscribed services. Okay. For example, we already told you that we have values like customer demographics. So where you can put unique identifier, gender, senior citizen, partner, and dependents. Okay. On the basis of that, you can group your customers. So here is churned customers by gender. So for that, what we have to do is first we have to create a donut chart. Okay. When you will drag a donut chart from here, so this is the donut chart. When you will drag a donut chart, here you have to first bring the gender column, which is the churned customers gender. Okay. And then here you have to bring the count of gender. So the field that we are bringing here is churned customers gender in legend. When you bring a categorical value in legend, it creates a graph with two legends here, like female and male. And in values, we can bring count of gender. Okay. And in filters, as we enabled like filters on this page, churn is yes. Okay. So like we did it here, you can see in all the filters, churn value is yes. So whatever data we are seeing here is customer churn dashboard. So make sure that filters on this page, in filters on this page, we have used the churn parameter and it is yes. Now, if you want to learn how to group those values, so just go to insert, from here go to shapes and create a simple shape. Okay. So for example, we will create a shape, let's say of this size, and you can decide whether you want to keep the shape radius this much, or in your shape style, you have border, and in your shape style you have rounded corner. So we can reduce the rounded corners by 10 pixel also. Okay. So now we have a shape. In a style we can simply go and use a very light background. Let's say this time we are going to use a white background and with a border, and here in a style itself we can enable a simple shadow, so that yeah, we can say that this is a shape. Okay. Here we can put a simple heading, so like in title, and we can write something like customer demographics. Okay. So now you can see in your shape you have a heading, and in your heading you can just a minute. In your heading you can just make it, choose the color, make it bold. You can also try to increase the font size if you want, and align it in center if you want, or left if you want to keep it left. And here in your shape you can bring some visuals. So I will simply click this. This will bring a visual, and we will just arrange this visual here. Okay. And in this visual we will simply bring gender as a legend, and in values either we can simply bring count of gender, or we can also bring count of customer ID. Okay. And filter on this page that churn is yes. So this is count of customer ID by gender, it will say. You can simply go here, and in title you can simply write something like churn by gender. So we can simply go here in title, you can write churn customers by gender. Okay, and make it bold. Choose a font color, and then we can simply enable them, right? For these graphs also, you can select your slices color. So let's say for females, we want to select something like this, and for male, we can select like this. So this will be as per our theme also, and we have this well. So this is churn customers by gender. Okay, that's what they have also done. Now other things are very easy to do. For example, this is also a card visual. So for example, we have a card visual here. We want to bring that card visual. So you can copy the card visual here. In your card visual, in call out value and in your category label, you can reduce the size. Right? So whatever information you want to provide here. So we want to provide information about total number of senior citizens. And here we can increase its width to half also, because we want to bring more values here. So here we want to bring number. Currently it is showing customers at risk. We want to see percentage of customers, you know, who are senior citizens. Okay. So for that we have to write a DAX query. And first I will explain you this DAX. So in this DAX you can see we have senior citizens. The first function that we are using is divide. In divide, obviously you have to provide two arguments what you are dividing. Then in divide, the first argument we are using is calculate, and second also calculate. So these are the two values that we are dividing. Okay, and then in your divide there is a third parameter 0. So suppose you have to create a visual or measure like this. So you go to modeling tab, create a new measure. Let's say uh, so for example, when we are creating a measure here, let's say senior citizen, or let's write SR percentage. I'm just writing because we have already created that parameter. So when you will use divide function, you can see numerator, denominator, and alternate result. Okay. So if you don't want alternate result, you can write 0 here. So save divide function with ability to handle divide by 0 case. Okay. If divide by 0 is there. So here now when we are using calculate, in calculate you write your expression and then use the filter. So your expression will be simply calculate, so count of senior citizen. Okay, churn is the name of data set here. So in calculate, sorry, I don't know what we have to write it again. Yeah. So in calculate, first we have to write another functional count. In count, you can count the column name. So we will write count of senior citizen. Okay, and so this becomes our expression. Now what is the filter? The filter is that in this churn data set, okay, for senior citizens, it should be yes. So this is filter. Okay, so this is our first filter, and so first we have to check how the senior citizen value is given. Let it show the error. So senior citizen is given as 0 or 1. 1 means senior citizen is yes. Okay. So we will again click our this parameter. We'll write churn senior citizen is equal to 1, and then the other filter will be, we can write different filters. So we'll write churn and churn is equal to yes, because the customer has stopped using the service. So this is our first calculate. Okay. In a similar way, I will simply remove this from model because it is already created. So this is a simple DAX explanation for it. We have a dedicated playlist for DAX also. So if you want to learn calculate, filter, this type of functions, divide, so you can follow that series. So here we have written calculate, count, churn, yes. And in second case, we are just dividing them by total number of senior citizens or total number of citizens who have churn, yes. Okay. So this will give us total, it is in simple words, total number of senior citizens divided by senior citizens who with churn, yes, divided by total citizen with churn, yes. So this way we will be able to find out percentage of senior citizen. And obviously when these type of parameters are created, so you will select the parameter, go to your table view and choose the format as percentage. When you will choose the format as percentage, then it will start showing the values in percentage. Okay, so here we can simply remove customer set risk and bring this, and here we are going to bring average. So you can see actually I brought the senior citizen value, so it is showing 25, but when I will bring this it will show us 25. So we can say 25% senior citizen. This is a simple analysis that we can do here. Obviously we can replace them wherever we want. This is a customer senior citizen wise value. Now in a similar way we can also calculate total number of partners. Okay, so here in a similar way percentage of partner is also calculated. So for percentage of partner we have done the same thing. So here divide, in divide you use calculate, count of churn partner, partner is equal to yes and churn is equal to yes. So in the first argument you will provide this for divide. In the second argument you will provide calculate count churn partner is equal to yes. So here total number of partners with churn yes and total number of citizens with churn yes or total number of customers with churn yes. So this will calculate churn partners for you, and this is partner. And in the same way percentage of dependents, here you will just replace dependents. So in case of dependents and partners, the values are given as yes and no. In case of senior citizen, the values are given as 1 or 0. So that is the only thing that you have to consider. When you are comparing a numerical value, you don't have to necessarily write it inside double quotes. You can write it just as an integer. But when the value is a string like yes or no, in that case, you have to write it like that. So this is our case, and here also you will read it like this. And third is 0. So this is divide, this is number of partner, this is number of dependents. Okay. So what we are going to do, we a new type of style that we are trying to create. We will just simply copy them and paste them side by side or on top of each other. Just a little bit of gap, and here we will bring different values. So here we have number of dependent. So this is telling us total number of customers, senior citizens who have churned is 25%. Okay. Similarly, number of dependents 17%, and number of partners 36%. Okay. Partner and dependents means whether the customer has a partner or dependent. So if the customer has a partner or dependent, you can see, sorry, you can see that it is 36%. So this is another simple example of doing customer demographic analysis. Next we have subscription time. So for this, for example, we are doing subscription time here. For subscription time, obviously we are going to consider two values. One is tenure in years, which we will bring on y-axis, and next is percentage count of churn. Okay, so the type of graph is a clustered bar chart, and let's see how we can fit in here. So this is a clustered bar chart. First of all, we will enable same kind of background style for it. So first select, and then here on y-axis we will bring churn on, select churn on x-axis, and on y-axis tenure in years. So tenure in years is just like a categorical value. So here we have tenure in years. So it is given like, less than 1 year. Values that are given here is 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year. So it is given like that. So that's what we are seeing here. And just title here, we will just reduce the title length a little bit, and we will simply write churn by tenure and make it bold and choose a heading color like this. If you want to align center, you can do it. And this is showing that tenure in years, like less than 1 year, the most number of people with churn yes are in this particular tenure. So that will also let us know what percentage of people are, using count of churn, or what percentage of people we are losing on the basis of tenure. Here we can go to bars and select any bar color that we want. Okay, we can obviously reposition and readjust however we want. And this is our customer demographics insights. So from here we will get information of how many percentage of senior citizens with churn yes, number of dependents, percentage of dependents with churn yes, and customers who have partners churn yes. Now as we have created this, we can simply copy and paste this and align it here. Okay, on the right hand side, here we are going to analyze the subscribed services thing. So first of all, we just have to enable title as subscribed services. Okay, now if subscribed services was given in just one column, it would have been easy, but here you can see, for example, phone service, it is also given as yes or no. So if you just compare it, it is same like what we did for dependents, right? If you have to find out how many percentage or what is count of people who have subscribed for phone services, so you have to do the same kind of DAX mathematics. For example, percentage of phone service. So divide, calculate count of churn phone service, where phone service is yes, churn is yes, and divide it by phone service. This is one way. Okay. What we can do is if you want to calculate that, so we will simply copy these charts here. There is one more thing that you can do. If you just want the count, so for example for phone service, I'm just showing you two different ways of doing it. So instead of this, we will simply write phone service. It will show us no. Okay, we will use count distinct. It will show us two because there is either yes or no. And when you will show count, this will show the same number, count of customers at risk. So the filter that is used for this particular chart, okay, this chart, not for entire page. Filter on this visual, we will bring home service, we will say yes. So this, if you want to show numbers instead of percentage, you can show something like this. Okay, and here you can rename for this visual as subscribe services wise analysis of churn customers, and this is phone service. Okay, sometimes when you don't hit enter, it simply won't let you know. So this is phone service. Similarly, you can simply tell count of people also, and if you want to tell percentage of people, then you just have to use this calculated measure here. Okay, I will provide all these measures in the description so that you can simply copy them from here and create your cards. So here we can simply copy them, and whatever services we have to provide, we can write information about them. Okay, we will copy four of them and place it like this. So for example, we are now doing for streaming TV. Here we have to bring streaming TV as yes. Okay, and not first but count. And in your visual name, instead of count of streaming TV, just write subscribers with a streaming TV. Enter. Okay, you you can understand that this is taking time because we have to do this. So if you don't want to do calculations, you can do it like this. Otherwise, you can bring as per the calculation also. So let's say internet service, you can bring the same value here. So this way, while copying them, we have phone services count, streaming TV, streaming movies, device protection, online backup, online security. So all these people are, for example, this they have streaming TV yes and churn yes. So those people who with churn of yes, their streaming TV subscription is yes is 814. So you can simply see the data here. Now there is one more thing, we want to see how many of them have multiple lines. So we will try to use a multi-row card here. So we'll just drag the multi-row card like this. Here we have to bring fields. So when we will bring multiple lines, it will show no and no phone service. And fields, you just have to bring ID of customers. So the number of customers, if you have to bring, so you will just bring this. So and not this, but count values. So you will get a data like count of yes and count of no. For this card, we will also bring multiple lines as a filter and add here and just select no and yes values. So we will be left with no and yes values here. And in setting here, we can change the colors here, and simply we can reduce the padding a little bit so that you can see both values at the same time. So it is something that you can do here, and obviously your values is something you can make bold as well. And if you simply want to bring some shape here, for example, as we have, so you can click shapes and choose any arrow as a shape. Obviously we can reduce its width and height, so we will simply use it like this. This is again not necessary, but we are just learning things. So here we can choose a shape, enable a simple shadow for it, and use some kind of text because it is multiple lines, right? We don't have any information of what this is showing. So we can simply insert a text box saying multiple lines. Let's make it more, and just bring it here. So this is a simple customer demographics part and subscribed services part. If we want to bring more visual to this, we can simply increase its size, and obviously we have to adjust it a little bit. Next chart, next chart we have is internet service users. In internet service users, we have obviously this categorical column, internet service users, and we can simply use count of internet service users. So for internet service users, we can simply bring a graph like this. So for example, we can simply copy it and paste it here this time. Now there is one simple thing to learn for you. For let's see, let's say we drag the stack bar chart here. In a stack bar chart, we use the internet service on a y-axis, and on x-axis we use count of internet service. So it will show us the count of values. Okay, if we go to our data labels type, and here in data labels you will see values. So obviously you can increase the size here, make them bold here, whatever, but this will only show you the count of values. But you can click here and show values as percentage of grand total. So in such cases you will be able to see now, you will be seeing the values as percentage of total, because in a stack bar chart, you know, all these three values will con- combine and make 100%. Okay, so that's why you can show it like that in such cases, and this is information of internet service users. In the similar way, as we have created a shape for customer account information, for shape for demographic by gender and all, we can also do it for customer account information. And here also, this is just like the previous case. So we have payment method here, and in payment method again show values as percentage of grand total. The payment method wise, you can see information like electronic check is the payment method, highest number of customers with payment method with churn as yes. So you can also get some meaningful insights from here. Similarly, this is paperless billing, like percentage of people who have opted for paperless billing, yes, they have uh, you know churn of yes. And this is average charges. So on an average, monthly charges 74 and total charges 1531. This is simply a multi-row card for us. In multi-row card, you just bring two fields, total charges and the monthly charges field here. Okay. And type of contracts also. In type of contracts, we have the trusted bar chart where we have brought these fields. So this is monthly charges, and here also the field that is used is contract. Just we use internet service payment. So we can see that month to month contract people are more likely to leave your services. Like 88.5% is a huge number. And 1 year and 2 year, those customers who buy a subscription for 1 year or 2 year, they are less likely to, you know, be categorized as a churn customer according to our data set. So this is simple analysis, and now we can bring this dashboard here also. So for now we will simply copy and paste it here and align it as per our space. So this is a simple case where you can see, customer information wise details. You can also see subscribed services by details. I have simply copied this paste here, and in format I will send backward or send to back. So now we have our second chart here, and just increase its width so that all the charts are fit there properly. I will simply reposition them properly so that we have enough space for all of them. Reduce the spaces. So this is a simple dashboard, and obviously this is not customer demographics. This is customer account information. So I will simply go to general title, customer account information. What mistake I made was, instead of selecting the entire group, I just you know reposition the background. So we can do it like this. So this is a simple customer churn analysis dashboard. In the file itself, there is a customer risk analysis dashboard also, which we are going to discuss in the second part. If you like this video, this type of explanation, and would like to learn more by practical examples than Power BI, so please subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing this type of educational content for you.